Sistas Fontasy, welcome back to episode 2 of the podcast. I'm your host, Kamish. I'm here with the pound for pound number one, the points leader.
Baby.
I just involved in a big trade. Lee will do it.
How we doing, boys? Thanks for having me, Kamish.
Welcome to the pod, Lee.
Love that the pods are back now, baby. Come on.
Any sponsors you got, Lee?
You know, happy dad. Lee will do it always. It's the only sponsor I need.
All right, just want to give a shout out to Millie, Coffee Ons. Shout out Suffolk County PD Boxing, my brother, light heavyweight champ versus Earl Lucas. And then shout out to the G-Men. They just got a big W last weekend. But I was hoping we were tanking for Cam Ward, so just a useless win there. But shout out to G-Men. All right, right off the bat, Lee, let's get into the breaking news. You had a trade go down between you and Cooking with Your Sister.
Yeah. So, been looking to dish somebody out. I was fucking with Lembo before. I offered him 2 waiver wire pickups for CMC.
Classic.
But I was in Hendo's ear like last week when the news broke out that Devonta was sitting out. I personally don't think he has any kind of injury. I think he's just sitting out. Saw this morning that FanDuel dropped a line that he was minus 175 or plus 175 to go for the Ravens, and everyone else was, I think, Jets for like plus 230 and whatever. Bills, Chiefs for like plus 800. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I went for him in my other league. Figured I might as well grab him here. Nico went down, and the lineup just sounds that much better with Devonta in it.
Yeah, it seems like you really doubled down with grabbing him in both leagues. So I ran this trade through AI. Just we'll take a look at it real quick, what it thinks. I think it's the site that you use, Roto Trade.
Yeah, some Roto Trade action.
So from the giving side, giving Adams and Shaheed and getting T. Higgins and Deontay Johnson, it leans yes in that favor, but ever so slightly. It says that the best asset in the trade is T. Higgins, but, you know, you don't always got to go by this AI. That's just what it thinks, and it seems like a pretty fair trade here.
Also, I'd assume Hendo probably looked at it too, or is probably in the Lembo's ear. But this trade is also is thinking that Devonta Adams has a hamstring injury. He's hurt. That motherfucker ain't hurt. Mm-hmm. So when he's back, that's gonna pop up to 70.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, it seems like you're always in the mix of these trades here. It's good to see trades going down. I don't know why no one ever hits me up for trades. I guess just because you're actively. I guess it's because you actively pursue them. Maybe I got to get a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
But all right, solid trade from 2 teams in the league.
What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, no opinion as of yet. It obviously all depends what's going to end up with Adams. I don't really have.
If he goes to the Jets, he fleeced me, but
yeah, I don't have a strong opinion on either side. Now moving on to Survivor. I hope I have this correct. I think we have 5 teams left. I think Hendo got eliminated last week. I think we're left with Lee will do it, Ghost Montes, Send MD, Sup Mina Jibba, and Never the Bull. Good luck to you, gentlemen, the rest of the way.
Is that the top 5 in the rankings too right now?
The new rankings aren't posted yet. I know the order. I'm not sure if that might be the top 5. I actually think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll take a look at the standings real quick. Lee will do it. Number 1, sitting at 4-1. Neighbors with Fed, also 4-1. TaylorMade, last place last year, starting off strong, 4-1.
Shout out
to those 3 teams going 4-1. We got it's personal. He's always around that top 5, top 6 spot, coming in at number 4, 3-2. We got Never the Bull, 3-2. Cooking with Your Sister, 3-2. And then it drops off to Bada Bang, 2-3. And then those bottom 3 teams right now: Dream Chasers 1-4, Saquon D's 1-4, and Suck My Digs 0-5. Only 4% of fantasy teams after 5 weeks are yet to have a win, and suck my digs as part of that 4%.
That's terrible. I mean, I expected nothing less.
Mm-hmm. It's not even like he has the most points against them. While Poppy
I
does.
know
It's
it's
just
embarrassing.
it's the least points for. Just a bad team, bad fantasy player. Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse championship in season 1.
That ass.
But I won't get started on that. All right, Lee. So we're gonna go through the matchups here. I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions on some of the teams in this league, who you think's gonna be in the playoffs, and just an outlook on some players, boom or bust, stuff like that.
Let's do it.
Any specific matchup you want to go over first?
I really like. I mean, obviously, we got to do Mikey's and Kicklers first.
Yeah,
That's got to be a must.
You want to start with that off the bat?
That's got to be a must. Or should we save them for last?
You know, some people might click off the pod after a little bit, so we'll start with that first.
Yeah, start off with the first. Yeah,
you know, the casuals click off after the first matchup.
That ass.
Can you see here? You need me to zoom in?
Zoom in a little bit.
Jamie, could you zoom in the screen, Jamie?
Good shit, Jamie. That's better.
All right, thank you, Jamie.
Shout out
Jamie in the pod. Oh, shout out StreamYard, by the way, for sponsoring the stream this year. Forgot to shout them out. Okay, here we go. It's personal, Dream Chasers. We all know it came down to Chris Asalave. I think he needed about 6 points to get the job done. We had It's Personal coming away 128 to 123. Take it away, Lee.
So, yeah, I mean, I called Mikey before on Monday early on, and he just had Olave left, and I was telling him it's going to be either Olave drops 4 points or he just squeaks it by with like a 7-point win in his favor. But he actually fucking came back, I think, with what, 2 points? A solid 2 points. That is insanely ass. Had a full game to play. He did, however, have one catch that was a dagger, and it got called back. It was for a good, 30 yards. I think he still would have lost, but definitely would have helped him out. I mean, other than that, Jamar Chase performed for him. Fucking Cowboys game was dog shit. He only put up 16 points. Rashad White's looking very weak. Jetta did all right. But you got to give it to Kicks, man. He always makes these questionable decisions. Obviously, the Derrick Henry one paid off. The Swift one might start paying off, but I much rather would have had Nico Collins. I mean, now saying that he's on the IR, so I don't know. But we'll have that boy back for playoffs, and we'll be head hunting. I do love his Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers looking like a stud.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel for Poppy here. He puts up 123 in half PPR. I think that's more than half the league put up. I think he would have beat 4 or 5 other teams. I mean, but you look at his team. Dak puts up 16, which is all right. Jacobs 15, Rashad 8, Jamar Chase exploding. Justin Jefferson 12. His kicker puts up 16 points. It's just a tough loss to go down to the wire like that, and It's Personal coming out with the win. Poppy seems to have these slow starts every year so far in fantasy, so we'll see if he can pick it up. He just picked up Daniel Jones off the waiver wire, so people look out for that to start for his team maybe next week. And then Kickler, man, just he gets laughed at the draft every year and always comes out with a good team. Henry, everyone was laughing, and he just seems like – is he the best running back in fantasy right now?
No, Kamara.
Kamara was a great pick, but Henry, great pick here. You got Swifty, Metcalf, Brock Bowers, Scary Terry, just a solid team, the dark horse of the league. And looking forward for Kickler to make another playoff run and see how far he could make it this year.
Yeah, it's tough. Bad break for Dream Chasers. Keep chasing, though, Mike.
Yeah, keep chasing that dream, Poppy.
You're going to have to keep chasing after this week, too, though, unfortunately.
Have you and Chasers been in any trade talks?
I mean, I've been reaching out to him. I reached out to Hendo, and then I shot Mike a text for Jetta, but he didn't answer me, and I wanted to jump on Adams before Hendo might have thought otherwise.
Respect. All right, moving on. Saquon D's and Never the Bull. As we all know, Saquon D's was supposed to shotgun. He missed that. He was supposed to boot. He missed that. He hasn't been active in the chat. We see Never the Bull's been coming around since he got called out. But Rudman, you still don't see him in the chat, not doing boots. Do you think his inactivity has led to his team's demise, or he's just a bad fantasy player?
Scroll down. He has AJ Brown coming back. He has no one else hurt. I mean, yeah, he just didn't have the best draft. The Barkley came out hot. He's still gonna perform. AJ Brown got hurt early. I think he'll start doing better. That team's just is definitely a lethal weapon. The Eagles, not this team that we're going over right now, but I think he's gonna be in the losers bracket. Unfortunately, he's got Jerry Jeudy starting. Not a good look for him. Michael Pittman's is one. Looks bad. Daniels though, that's a stud. I might, if I was him, I'd try and dish him out and get some depth in his team. Maybe upgrade on running back or wide receiver. Get another stud wide receiver. But Never the Bull now. Never the Bull is a team I was liking in the beginning. He's got a bunch of my Bills players. They haven't been performing as they should. So it hasn't been terrible. I haven't been too mad about it, but I mean, I would still like to get Allen, so I'll see in your DMs. Never the Bull. Marv, underperforming. Kyler doesn't seem to like to throw him the ball all the time. BTJ turned out to be a stud. He's the number one there. Smart play to pick up Sermon. Good play by Arnold. He might not have been active in the chat, but he's definitely active on the wire. Darnell Mooney on the bench. A little tough. What did he drop down there? Mooney? He dropped a lot, right? Yeah, 27. Didn't even need it, though. Yeah, but Mooney's been good. It's been tough to see Cup and Rice out for him, but he's been holding it together. See if he can keep stringing him along.
Yeah, touching on Saquon D's again. Great draft pick with Jaden Daniels and Barkley. Those two have been lights out. With A.J. Brown in the mix and now Nico Collins out. And he puts Tank Dell in there. He could have a solid team, but I just want to touch back on that inactivity. Could the fantasy gods be punishing him? He didn't shotgun. He didn't boot. He doesn't talk in the chat. Could there be some sort of voodoo juju happening on this team? I mean, 86 is a horrible score.
Very bad score.
And there's been talks of owner evals at the end of the season, potentially making cuts. What's your eval of Saquon D so far this season? I mean,
he's definitely been inactive. I think he might pull it together. He chimes in every once in a while. He chimed in on his bathtub picture. You know he's getting dirty on that one.
I mean, yeah, it just almost
active.
It almost feels as if his activity has been forced, and
Yeah, sure.
there was definitely rumors circulating pre-draft that he wanted to drop out of the league. He ends up coming into the league, and he just hasn't brought the fire that he brought in the first season. So we're 5 weeks through now. He's been MIA. We see Never the Bull coming around, Kicks coming around. I hope we can say the same soon for Saquon D's.
I can say one thing. We are going to the gym in a little bit, and he is stopping by Birdie to pick up a boot to complete his duty of. I think he might do it there. So be ready for tonight.
Hopefully he watches the pod. Saquon D's, we want you in this league activity. This is one of the best fantasy leagues in all of ESPN, Sleeper, Yahoo, etc. So take this seriously. There will be owner evals, and miss you, brother. Never the Bull, just a championship guy. Love that he's back. He's been answering my phone calls and texts. I think I spoke a little bit about his team last week. Cup and Rice, if they come back, his team's going to be scary. I'm sure he's going to make a ton of trades, so we'll reeval Never the Bull next week. Moving on to Tailor Made and Bada Bing Entertainment. TaylorMade had a very lucky week. I was playing golf. I played fucking horrible. I couldn't even hit the ball off the ground. Every time I check my phone to try to decompress, I'm seeing TaylorMade taunted you. TaylorMade taunted you. Chuba Hubbard scoring touchdowns. Brian Robinson scoring touchdown. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Man.
Cardinals game starts. Kyler rushes for a 51-yard touchdown right off the bat. I'm thinking there's a little bit of hope, but I had some guys on bye, and the squad I put out wasn't able to get it done. Waddle has just sucked since Tua's been out. Mason looked awesome the first few weeks of fantasy, but he hasn't found the end zone since. And just a bad week for Bada Bing, lucky week for TaylorMade.
You looking to get rid of CD?
Definitely not.
Could do something live right now, my boy.
Definitely not looking to get rid of my best player. But TaylorMade bounced.
9.
What's up?
Dropped 8.9. Your best player?
Not getting rid of CD. But TaylorMade bounced back from last year's last place. Still don't know what we're doing for a punishment. But I don't know. Looking at this team, it's not a 4-1 team for me. I'm seeing a few losses in his future, but
no, I really like his team actually. I think B-Rob's a sleeper. B-Rob gets in the end zone almost every game. Chuba Hubbard's been snapping. I think when Brooks comes back, they'll probably split, so that usage will come down. Evans is Evans. Jalen Reed is definitely the one on that team, and they're high scoring. Tight end is irrelevant. GW, I'm hoping under new coaching starts getting more active. He had a great game this past week. His bench, he's got JT on the bench, Laporte on the bench, Mixon on the bench. Yeah, he's got a pretty decent team. I think he should be right where
he's got Osporta on the bench.
He hasn't been looking good, but it's by the name he's supposed to. Laporte didn't play that well in the beginning of last season either, so maybe he'll step it up for him. Mahomes is the only quarterback in the league to throw a pick in every game this season so far, so that needs to be looked at very carefully. But yeah, bada bing, I don't know, bro.
Let's hear it. Dig into my team.
I mean, if a couple people hurt, your team will start stepping up. You need Brees out. Godwin, I think, is a great pick. That he's been a stud in the slot. CD, I think, will have better days. Najee, I don't think should ever touch the starting lineup again. Kyler, I like a lot. Yeah, it's tough between Kyler and Jalen. It'd be annoying to choose who to play. Mason, I think you're gonna have him for the rest of the season, so that's like the best waiver wire scoop I've seen. You didn't even have to bid on him. Shout out to Commish on that. He's very early on the wire. Good man. Kittle, beast. But it just seems like you have a string of bad luck right now. Your depth is just not there, is what it is. Jameson Williams, good.
Actually, like my depth, Jameson Williams, Calvin Ridley, Carson Steele.
Really only have Williams and Gibbs. Ridley's kind of.
Odell just got activated.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had Pacheco. That's big for you. That's why you're kind of hurting.
All right, bada bing 2 and 3. We're in the mix. We'll move on from that. Now we got prior champ Neighbors with Fed. Cooking with your sister. Looks like a beat down 139-98. Great game from Lamar. Brees has not looked great. Good, huge game from London. Huge game from DJ Moore. Stinky Pitts finally doing something.
Jones hurt.
Not a great game from Jones. He went out. Looking over at his bench, Malik was out. Yeah, so he's got I would say his best receiver was out. He still put up 139 points. He's got a good squad, Neighbors with Fed, and I love his team name too. He's a force to reckon with in this league this year.
For sure. He's definitely a force to reckon with him. I'm happy that when I versed him, he didn't even drop 100. That was a good look for me. Yeah, I mean, his running backs haven't been performing, I'll tell you that. Earlier in the season, I tried to get what the hell's his name? Scroll down. Blake Corum. That's what I'm thinking of. Blake Corum
Thank God.
and Tyler Algieri for what the hell's his name? Chase Brown. For his backup, I wanted my handcuff, and I was going to give him his handcuffs. And it looks like Chase Brown's going to be the starter now. So that's a tough look on Zach Moss. London's performing like it is. He's been looking real good. DJ Moore finally had a game. Caleb's kind of settling in, starting to throw the ball around a little more. If Brees keeps this up, I don't know how much longer he's got in his RB depth. If one of his wide receivers goes down, he's got some backup. But he lost Jones. Brees hasn't been performing, and Zach Moss is now probably going to be the backup. So look out for his running backs. Might have to trade a receiver. I got some running backs for you, Steve. I got some running backs for you.
I actually really like cooking with your sister's team, especially since after this trade. But Baker's been an awesome QB. Cook and Walker, solid RBs. The Tyreek Hill situation with Tua completely fucked him. But plugging in Worthy here, plugging in Deontay Johnson, he's got a decent team. I expect him to stay in the top 5 for a good amount of the season. Hopefully I could crack in right there with him. But cooking with your sisters got a decent team this year.
Yeah, he definitely has a good team. It's more middle of the pack team. Nothing. His stars kind of deflated. Tyreek stock definitely went down when Tua went out. He just gave me his best receiver, I'd say. He's got Juwan Jennings in the flex. Ain't looking good there. But Worthy is a two catch kind of guy. 2 catch and a touchdown. I mean, I don't hate his team. Don't love it. He definitely has got some middle of the pack kind of guys. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think I just blessed him with T. Higgins and Deontay Johnson. I think he's gonna start being a threat now. It's like the middle of the pack kind of guys. Nothing for me and Steve.
But the thing I like with Hendo's team is I think everyone's very consistent. He's not superstar rounded where he's boom or bust. I think everyone puts up what they're supposed to put up week in and week out, and I think that's gonna carry him through the weeks.
Definitely, he doesn't have players that are gonna drop a 0 bomb or like a 5 like Olave.
I mean, he's got Juwan Jennings putting up 1.8 and Njoku putting up 1.9 and Debo putting up 2.5.
Tight ends you can't expect, but
so he's got
all game too.
He's got to adjust his lineup a little bit, especially with that new trade, and he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Then moving on, Lee will do it.
Daddy and his kid.
This sucked my digs. Before we break this matchup down, there are reports that Suck My Digs Thomas Lembo was spotted at Billy's with Zondra Dorelli. Did you hear any of this?
I have not heard this.
Yeah, so I actually had seen both their stories were at the game. I wasn't sure if they were there together or not. Then Kevin Cherry had ended up sending me a Snapchat, and Tom Lembo was spotted at the bar. I don't know if they were just next to each other. He was buying her a drink, what the correlation was between them being at the bar together, but they were definitely spotted next to each other.
I know my boy Slim. That was no accident. That boy was rizzing her ass. I could already picture what he was saying. There's some words that were exchanged on a FaceTime call. I'm not gonna go over them. But my boy was putting in some work. Shout out to Slim.
Tell us more about this FaceTime call.
It's not my place. He was a little drunk. He was being a little hot. He was calling her a hua. She didn't like that. She wanted something a little more sexy, so I'm sure he was doing that for her.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm not gonna comment on it. No comment.
There are reports of her being placed in a rear naked choke. Could you comment on that?
Oh yeah, there were definitely reports.
Could you give for the viewers that don't know? Could you give some sort of background
Uh,
about him putting Dorelli in a rear naked choke.
he, he asked her if she liked being choked, and she replied, "Yeah." And then he immediately said, "Bitch, don't play with me. I'll put you in a rear naked choke."
There actually might be audio of that.
There is a video of it. There is a video.
Jamie, could we pull the audio of that up?
Please. Bitch, I'll put you in a rear naked choke.
One moment as Jamie pulls this up. Okay, here's the audio.
I don't hear it. There it is.
Can you hear it?
I hear it now. I heard the rear naked choke, but nothing else.
Hold on. We'll try one more time. Fuck. Okay, moving on to fantasy.
Can you set
up?
whatever? It's gonna take too long. I
Yeah,
was gonna say, can you put it on the screen?
Maybe next episode. All right, Lee, take it away. Your matchup here.
Heard she was shaking ass too for him.
Break down your matchup, Lee.
Shaking ass and showing tits for my boy. Fuck it down. Team is just a fucking problem, man.
I call you a fucking pillow.
Nico going down hurts, obviously. Had to make a quick adjustment and trim off some of the fat on the team and replace it with a nice Devontae Adams. Threw a little Rashid Shaheed in there too. I mean, my running backs are just lethal. Bijan, Kyren, Kamara, Chase Brown, and Brooks coming off of IR soon enough. We'll see how he does. I think he'll take the starting spot on what's it called, on the Panthers. But wide receivers, they were looking good until Nico went down. But I got depth on them. I got Ayuk. I got Devonta Smith. I got Adams coming back, and I'll hold it together. My whole play there was I'm looking for the playoffs now. I'm not really worried about anybody else. There's people that are putting up 88 points, 90 points, not even first week breaking 100 this week. I think I'm averaging something over 130. So it's just a couple men with a bunch of boys at this point. And Suck My Digs is definitely the littlest of boys now. Kareem Hunt had a great game. Got to give it to him. Good scoop on Kareem Hunt. Kelsey's still being Kelsey, still ass. He had a better game, but still ass. Amari Cooper, big boomer bust. Diggs will do better now that Nico's out. Etienne, he's such a dumb idiot for not picking up Bigsby. Didn't even bid $1 on him. Don't know where his head's at. Obviously not in this league. Might have to question his integrity in this. Mm-hmm. Blessed him with Montgomery. Still couldn't do nothing with it. And CMC, just a terrible first pick.
Yeah. It's not really much for me to comment on here. An 0-5 team. There's only 4% teams in fantasy still yet to have a win. So
shout out Tom. He broke 100. He did break 100. That did better than a couple teams.
Yeah, just a really bad player.
Still a little boy.
Lee Pack, just a powerhouse of a team. It's annoying that Kareem Hunt is the guy, not Carson Steele.
Yeah,
that I'll give him. But Lee Pack, just a powerhouse of a team, man. It's annoying. We gotta give it to him.
Why is that annoying?
This year fucking annoying.
Year after year, bro. I'm out. I'm top 3 every year.
There was other rumors about Tom that kind of went under the radar. The Fenster rumors. Did you hear those?
No.
There's like a picture that got posted on Instagram that Tom had reposted, and then once we sent it in the chat, Tom deleted it off his story. Here was the picture.
Was it some sus shit? Yo, that's sus. Why does Tom look like his bitch?
But Tom
That looks like Tom's sugar daddy.
Tom never commented on it. Caught some heat from it in the chat.
Why is he holding the glass like that?
I don't know. This just Zondra rumors, Fencer rumors. Tom is under the microscope right now. Yet to have a win on fantasy. He's got a lot going on right now.
Wait. Now, last year wasn't he like 0-10 in his work league too? Didn't he have an insanely ass record in that league also?
I just know him as a bad fantasy player, and he got lucky one year because someone didn't set their lineup. That's how I know him in fantasy.
Seriously, I would have taken it that year.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't have been last that year.
Yeah, that was bad, but yeah. Shout out Kamish getting the punishment done though.
Yeah, good looks.
Where's Leo at on that? Have you heard anything? When is the send even locked in? Are we even doing it?
There's a lot of shit, a lot of questions in this league right now.
Seriously.
All I know is that the pod's back, the rankings are back.
Yeah, Kamish is doing his job, baby.
I'm just gonna do what I can control.
I feel that.
Hopefully, things start to move with the pod and the rankings back, and everyone getting active, and we can figure this shit out.
Yo, is there anything in talks about getting merch? Maybe some hats for the boys?
You were supposed to design that, brother.
And I'm on it, but is that still a thing? You think everybody would be down?
You tell us.
Shout out the sleeve. Shout out the sleeve.
Everyone would definitely be down.
2 weeks in a row, baby. Dragon Ball T, how you doing?
Sick right
that shit looks gas, boy.
It actually does.
I wish you did that and then the bottom. You should have got that done. Then
all right, it's on my body like permanently. So just shut the fuck up. Yeah, let me just move it quick.
No,
I wish you wouldn't be a dumb fucking idiot. You wish I got this first.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the difference?
I think that looks sick. Oh, the inside's got to get done.
Yeah, it's actually.
You can't half-ass the inside. You can't tell them to hurt. Because when you do the flex, it's gonna look like it's a kindergartner draw.
We're at the 33-minute mark. I think we covered everything. Is there anything that we missed? Any rumors or anything you want to address?
Any rumors or anything I want to address? I mean, as of now, nothing. Unfortunately. I thought we'd have some kind of gossip. The league hasn't been active, man. Haven't been killing, haven't been sending, haven't been spreading. You know, I'm pound for pound number one in all 3 categories.
You got lucky on the spreading.
Yeah, right.
Should have been me.
When is what November or what is it? November 3rd?
I don't know.
Look at that spread. Spreading everything that night. At one point, Tom was even spreading for me.
This is bad though.
That was bad. What happens when you have top 3? You're number 1 in all 3 categories. You get bad.
That was horrible.
Number 1 spreader, number 1 sender, number 1 knocker.
What's your plans for football this Sunday?
Just chilling. I like to get together with the boys. It's always nice. Always nice to kick back, play some drinking games, yell at the TV a little bit, and lose a bunch of bets.
How was your Cairns experience?
Kansas gas. Watch my boy get some ass. My boy got numbers handed to him. Oh, there is a rumor I could go over right now. It's a Saturday night rumor. Late night things. Commission's a little worried about pussy. Things were slowing down for him. He's going on bed.
All right, chill. It's going on YouTube. Those are false rumors.
Yeah, those are fake. He was hitting like old girls out. Old girls
Those
out.
are false rumors. We deny those allegations. We deny. But yeah, the bar scene was cool.
No, shout out.
I can't even sit at the bar. I'm getting numbers handed to me, so
Fucking mad annoying.
it's mad fucking annoying.
That ass.
Shout out Jay.
Commish was like fucking pulling the sleeve up too for her.
Felt like Arnold pulling cans bartenders.
Yeah, that is. Miss Arnold a lot, man. Haven't seen him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I see he seems so happy and so excited coming into the season, sending multiple snaps, like ready for draft day. Died down OD from him.
Mm-hmm.
Usually he's very active. I mean, he's starting to get a little more active. Would love to see more from him. Love to see that face of his. So we'll see where it goes. I know me and him are going to be beefing at this end, playing beer pong probably. And then we're going to hug it out. Possibly could put Tom through another wall. We'll see what happens with that. If he acts up, he thinks he's tough when he gets his first win. Like,
shout out Hendo getting his pistol license.
What'd you say?
Shout out to Hendo getting his pistol license.
Did he?
Yep.
That's sick. Good for you, Tom. Good for him.
I mean, you missed that whole interaction. He sent it in the Snapchat group chat and said, just in case these birdie niggas get out of line. And I said, you don't need a gat. You just need pack.
Shut up. In case these birds get out of line. That's diff. How long has he been applying for that? A couple months, I guess? It's been quiet about that.
I think he started it almost 8 months ago.
Yeah, shit. That's sick. Good for him.
All right, well, I'm going to stretch out, get ready for the gym.
You didn't have to tell us you were going to stretch out.
Just encouraging everybody to stretch and stay loose.
Stretching, dude.
And free the body.
That was even worse. Free the body.
I'm an avid stretcher. I think you should stretch your whole body, loosen it. I think you should ground with the earth. I think you should drink a lot of water. I think you should be on a high protein diet.
That ass. Red meat diet.
And I think you should earn your send.
That ass. Go stretch out, boy.
Speaking about rumors, there was rumors at Cannes about something about you.
These are false. This is going on YouTube.
I don't even go there, actually. I'll let the viewers get text me on the side if you want to hear those allegations. But all right, we're going to wrap this up. Stay grinding. Looking forward to this week of football. Thanks for coming on, Lee.
Appreciate it, Kanish.
Points leader for another season.
That shit just don't change, bro. Mm-hmm. Every time I've been on this podcast, it's been there.
You're right.
Remember that.
All right. Remember the name. Lee will do it. Looking for his first championship this year.
I'll see you.
He'll see you.
Dead.
You're dead.
Keep dreaming.
Keep
chasing those dreams.
It's the chases.
Chases. As a mother.
All right, my boy. Be good.